Chuck Fresh, the PCGYN. This is Computer Care Clinic's Tip of the Day. We get a lot of questions from customers about either sending their computer off for service or bringing it into one of our stores or some other store. And they want to know what they should do to their computer to keep their information safe. Well, the last thing you want to do is keep all your personal information, especially those nude photos that are ending up all over Reddit and Twitter, on your computer. So what we recommend, first of all, is that anything that you don't want printed on the front cover of the New York Times, offload it somewhere else. Now, a lot of people say load it to the cloud, like a Dropbox or a OneDrive or something from Microsoft or Google Drive. And you probably don't want to do that either, because once it's in the cloud, theoretically, it can be accessed by some sort of hacker easier than you probably want to imagine. So if you have sensitive information, sensitive documents, you either want to print them out and get them off your computer, just delete the file, or move those files over to an external hard drive or a flash drive. Just get them off the computer, anything you don't want other people to see. These include lists of passwords, of financial data, account numbers, especially your Swiss account numbers if you're moving offshore funds in Grand Cayman. And you definitely want to get that stuff off your computer before you send it anywhere or bring it into a computer repair shop. And also your pictures too. If there's some bourgeois pictures on there you don't want people to see, just move them to a flash drive temporarily. You should be backing this stuff up to an external device anyway, and probably not the cloud for sensitive information. All right, number 2 is the whole password thing. Now with Windows 8, it's become a real pain in the butt, especially if you log on with a Microsoft account, because there's no way that we can get in without knowing your Microsoft account password. And if it's a local account, we can kind of hack that out. If it's Windows 7, XP, Vista, we can knock that out fairly easily. Almost every technician in the world can knock that out in 5 minutes or less. But in Windows 8, if you're using a Microsoft account, the only way to hack that is to hack your Microsoft account, and you don't want people doing that. That's technically illegal, I believe. So what you want to do is get rid of that password. If you're in Windows 7, you can go to Control Panel and then User Accounts and Family Safety. This is Windows 8, so you won't see it here. But under User Accounts, you'll see something here that says Remove My Password. And then you just type in your existing password once, and it'll remove it, and it'll be a blank password. That's for Windows XP, Vista, or 7, or that's the only way to do it. In Windows 8, it's a little more complicated. In Windows 8, it's a little more difficult. You have to go to your settings, and then your PC settings, and then your account, and then right here, this is a Microsoft account, you'd have to either, well, that's the tricky thing. For a Microsoft account, you do require a password, or you will need a password to get in your computer. But don't give them your real one. Go ahead in and change it. You can change that password here, and you have to go through and actually change the password for your Microsoft account. And you definitely want to write that down or record it somewhere and make sure you know what it is, because it's a pain in the butt to retrieve it if you don't. But change it to something else, something generic, something you'd never use, like password with a capital P123, or I don't think Microsoft lets you do that, but anything else that's not your real Microsoft password. Then when you get your computer back and it's all fixed up and shiny and new, you can go ahead and change your password again to your regular Microsoft account password. You don't have to use a Microsoft account for a Microsoft account, meaning you don't have to use Hotmail or Live or any of the Microsoft numbers. You can sign on with any of the any primary email address. You can use an AOL, a Gmail, a Yahoo, whatever you want to do. But just make sure you change that password or remove it before you take it into a computer technician. The third thing we want to make you aware of is we don't do this because we're responsible and award-winning computer technicians, but a lot of technicians will take the easy way out, and they will completely just wipe your computer out without asking you. And especially a lot of the, well, I hate to say it, but a lot of the foreign guys, and I'll do a quick imitation. Oh, I'm sorry, we had to uninstall and reload the Windows. Because it takes a lot of time to do a complete repair, to research the problem, figure out what's causing it, and find an applicable solution so that you don't have to wipe all your programs and data out. Now, a lot of these guys, especially in our area in Central Florida, they will just wipe the computer out. They'll take it, just reload Windows, because that takes about an hour. And they don't even do updates. So it's horrible, and they don't warn you before they do this. And when you come back and say, hey, where's all my pictures? I didn't back them up. Well, it's too bad. They must have got bad with a virus. Well, that's not true, because viruses typically don't eat files, unless it's the encryption virus, which we have another video about, and that doesn't eat them either. You can actually get those back, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. But what you want to do is make sure that you have a solid backup of all your pertinent information, your pictures, your favorites, your documents, your music, your videos, your email addresses, and your address book. If you use Outlook, you want to back up your PST file. There's plenty of information on Google on how to do that. We do have a video under computercareclinic.com. Please like and subscribe us. Thank you. And it'll show you how to do a quick and dirty backup to a flash drive or an external hard drive. That type of non-sensitive information you can back up to the cloud. You can retrieve it from Carbonite. You can throw it on Dropbox temporarily. You can use OneDrive, SkyDrive, whatever it's called, or Google Drive, as long as you have enough space. So that's it. The 3 big things before you take your computer in to get it fixed. My name is Chuck Fresh. Please like and subscribe again. I'm the PCGYN. This is Computer Care Clinic's Tip of the Day.